Hi, Scott here, and today we're going to put together a all-new metal, tall, ready-to-assemble storage cabinet by Edsal Manufacturing. First thing you'll notice is it's rather light. It only weighs 70 pounds. Now we recommend that you use 2 people to carry that, but I can manage it by myself. First thing you'll notice is the packaging is very robust. They actually have air tubes in here to help protect all the parts during shipment. This packaging is rated ISTA 6, which means it can withstand the rigors of shipping by either UPS, FedEx, all the common carriers. So we've unpacked our carton and laid all our parts out to make sure we have everything. In the box will be 2 side panels, a left and a right, 2 back panels, a left and a right, a left door and a right door, and you'll notice each part is labeled individually. The assembly instructions will lead you through that. A top panel, 2 adjustable shelves, 2 fixed shelves, 6 beams, bag of hardware, and the assembly instructions. If you're missing any parts at all, the assembly instructions have a phone number as well as an email address to contact us, and we'll send you a replacement part immediately. Found inside the hardware bag, you have 4 leg levelers, 8 shelf clips for the adjustable shelves, 2 top door hinges, 2 rubber grommets, and a total of 20 plastic push pins are required to assemble the cabinet. We've included a few extras in case you lose one. And all of these parts are listed on the hardware bag as well. All right, ready to assemble. First step is to assemble the leg levelers to the side panels A and B. In the bottom are the threaded inserts already mounted in the side panel. And we recommend you screw that leg leveler all the way in at this point in the assembly, and then at the final stages we'll adjust for your floor conditions as need be. For step 2, we're going to assemble the beams to the side panels. There is a top and bottom to the beam. The ledge here goes up when installing the beams into the side panels. And these beams install in 3 different locations on the side panel: top, middle, and bottom. There's pairs of slots, top, middle, and bottom, that these hook into. This is the right side panel of the cabinet, and you can tell that because it is marked with the sticker B that says right side panel. But it also has the door hinge down at the bottom, and this would be the front of the cabinet. So we'll take our beam, hook it into the middle position, give that a tap down to lock that in place. And we recommend 2 people for this procedure because it is a little awkward handling these big panels, but I'll do it myself here. And then the left side panel goes into its 2 slots. Give that a little tap in place. Straighten that out. That's the front of the cabinet. Take another beam, again, top side up. Put that into the rear of the cabinet. On this side, and then on this side. And give those a little tap down with your rubber mallet. And we'll do the same with the bottom and then the top. Again, top of the beam goes up. On to step 3, we're going to install the back panels on the cabinet. Now this was the front of the cabinet. I'm going to turn the cabinet so that we can see the back side of it here. And then starting with panel D, which is the left back panel. Now I've turned the cabinet. So now I'm looking at the back. We're going to put the left back panel on the right side. There are hooks on the back of the panel, top, middle, and bottom. Now these tab hooks hook over the beams we just installed in step 2. Now it's a little tricky to get all 3 panels, tab hooks hooked on the beams. I'm going to hold in the bottom of the panel with my knee, and in the middle and the top, and then drop them down on the beam. And we need to make sure that those hooks are in fact engaged on the beam in all 6 locations. Once you've got all 6 tabs engaged on the beams, you can slide the panel over to align the holes in the back panel with the holes in your side panel. Do the same for the right side. Again, tabs go inside and hook over the beam. Make sure that all tabs are all locked in place over the beams. Holes are aligned to the side panel holes, and you'll notice there is a overlap here in the center between the left and right panels that close off the back panel assembly. Now that we've got the back panels installed, we're going to assemble the top panel. There's a front and a rear to the top panel. The front has this formed edge. The back has this notch. So we'll put that top right on here like that, putting that notch in the rear right around that seam or notch that runs up and down the middle of the back like that. Now we can spin the cabinet around to the front and bring our top panel down and over. Now that front flange tucks in behind this top beam, like so. On to step 5, we install the plastic push button pins into the back panels. There's 6 holes per side, left side and right side. Make sure that the holes in the back panel are aligned with the holes in the side panel. And you may have to kind of adjust things a little bit to get those holes lined up. Pop the pins in, and with your rubber mallet, just put that pin right in like that. Down the other side, the 6 that go down that side as well. All finished. Okay, on to step 6, installation of the shelves. Let's turn our cabinet around again. Part G, fixed shelf in the bottom. Let's angle the shelf into the cabinet like this. And there are tabs on the sides of the cabinet. This flange on the shelf has to hook onto those tabs, and then the front and rear edge of the shelf sit on the ledge of the beams. You might have to push the side in a little bit to get those tabs into the flange of the shelf. That shelf is in place. Fixed shelf G goes in the middle. Angle it in to get it in the cabinet. push in the side to get the side panel hooks, tab hooks to engage the shelf edge. Same on this side, push the side in a little bit, push your shelf down, and then the shelf is sitting on top of that ledge of the beam, front and rear. Now that we have the fixed shelves in place, we're going to put in the adjustable shelves. We use the 8 different shelf clips, adjustable shelf clips that we've supplied in the hardware bag for that. Find a convenient location where you want your shelf to go and install those clips. Little tab goes in the slot in the vertical post, both front and rear, all at the same level. And then we put in our adjustable shelves H. Step 7, we install the top door hinges into the top of the doors. Just drop right into the top hole like that. The spring-loaded part facing up. Step 8, we'll be installing the left door, part I, by aligning the hole in the bottom of the door with the hinge pin on the bottom of the cabinet. Drop that down. Then up at the top, I can push the spring-loaded hinge pin down, lift the cabinet top just slightly, and drop that back in place like that. And we'll follow with the right door, part J. Again, hole in the bottom. Lines up with the hinge pin on the bottom of the cabinet. Push our little spring plunger down. Move the top up just a little bit to clear it. Snaps in place. Doors are set. On to step 9. We'll rotate our cabinet around a little bit. And we'll install the plastic push pins into the top of the cabinet. I'd have to line things up just a little bit. Up here. And up on the top here. And we've got them on the sides as well. And now step 10 is to install our rubber grommets. There's 2 of those. For step 10, if you so choose, and you want to run electrical power into your cabinet, there is an X on the back side of the grommet. Just cut that with a knife. Now you've got a hole there you can feed your electrical wires through and install that into the cabinet. Final step is to put your cabinet in place and ensure that it's level, using a level, and adjust the leveling feet as necessary. And all this packaging is recyclable.